Just revising. So keys are the constraints or kind of limitations. Keys are the constraints or limitations, and that is how we standardize, and that is how we connect our tables. So, and especially to identify rows uniquely, we need the primary key, that is the minimal super key. Super key can be any key, so any one or more keys, which is which used to identify a row, but primary key is the minimal super key. Candidate key means any suitable minimal super key. Any suitable key for primary key is candidate key. After selecting the primary key, the remaining keys are called alternative key. In the other hand, primary key of one table, yes, primary key of one table is going to be another table to represent that table, then that is called foreign key. So we have built the primary key and foreign key relationship last day, right? So we have created two tables and we have interlinked those tables using primary key and foreign key. Actually, we learn two methods. One is at the creation time you can define the primary key. The second thing is you can alter the table and add foreign key as a constraint separately. So one thing is you can declare the primary key or foreign key as a constraint at the initial time, or later as an alteration you can introduce the primary key or foreign key. We discussed about this. Then about the compound key. So compound key means it's basically if you merge more than two attributes. So compound key is if you here two or more attributes, if you merge two or more attributes, what is created is called compound key. So simply, so especially in some cases we cannot see, we cannot take single key. To link table, we cannot take a single key. Then we will select two keys. For an example, okay, so we have discussed about these three tables: subject table, teacher table, and I think we have discussed about student table. And here grade and category together forms the primary key. Grade and category together forms the primary key of class table. Here this is the class table. Primary key is grade and category both. That is called that is called compound key, right? Compound key, that is called compound key. That means two or more attributes together forms a compound key. So then it is possible that the column may not be unique by itself within the database. That's why we are selecting the compound key. For an example, think the same example. In a single class, there can be grade 11 and A, grade 11A, 11B, 11C, 11D. Likewise, there can be multiple classes in the same grade. 11A, 11B, 11C, 11D, like you have multiple. Then 11 is repeated. It's not unique. Understood? 11 කියන එක repeat වෙනවා. ඒක unique නැහැ. එතකොට category එක ගත්තම අනිත් පැත්තට grade එක ගමු අපි. 11A තියෙන්න පුළුවන්, 10A තියෙන්න පුළුවන්, 9A තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. 11A, 10A, 9A. You have multiple A's. Again, category is also not unique. There are, but if you combine both, මේ දෙක එකතු කරලා compound key එකක් හැදුවා. Compound key එකක් හැදුවා grade 11A, grade 11B, grade 10A, grade 10B. That is unique. Individually, these keys are not unique, but when you combine, it will create a unique combination. That's why it creates the compound key. Sometimes we need compound key. In some cases, it's also called composite key, but composite key means it is like artificial key, and it is artificial key which aim to uniquely identify each record called surrogate key. These kind of keys are unique because they are created when you don't have natural primary key. So something like this. When you don't have a natural primary key here, teacher. So you don't see a natural primary key. Teacher name is not unique. Subject is not unique. Telephone number is not unique. Then you introduce a key. You introduce a new key, teacher ID. That is artificially. teacher ID, naturally you don't have teacher ID. Do you have such? Naturally, do you have teacher ID? දැන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ස්කූල් ටීචර්ස්ලාට තියෙනවද teacher ID එක 15 teacher ID 20? You don't have. But to put it to the database, we introduce that artificially. So we call a surrogate key. An artificial key which aims to uniquely identify its record is called surrogate key. So this is unique because they are created when you don't have a natural key, right? But composite key, that is wrong definition. Composite key, this is not the correct definition, right? This is not correct definition. Let me remove that. So surrogate key, it is correct, right? Compound key and composite key. So basically, so we call it for one. So let me show this, right? Compound key and composite key. So no significant difference, right? So compound key and composite key here, no significant difference. Both composite key and compound key describe candidate key with more than one attribute. Right? Both composite key and compound key describe key with more than one attribute basically. A compound key is here also. A compound key is similar to composite key that two or more fields are needed to create. However, so the compound key is created using two or more primary keys from different tables, and composite key can be from one table. Right? So that is minor difference. Right? That is minor difference. Compound key means you take primary keys from two tables and create that compound key. But composite key basically, right? So composite key, you use the same table. So which is this one? Is this compound or composite? Is it compound or composite? What do you think? You have to clearly identify. So this is two keys. In both composite and compound, you merge cells. So sorry, you use more than one key. You use more than one key. Is this one composite or compound? Yes. Sachini? Satira? What do you think? Is it composite or compound? Yes, compound කියන්නේ table දෙකකින්. So please understand these terms, right? I think you are not listening. Are you? ඔගොල්ලෝ අහගෙන දින්නේ නැත්නම් ඇහෙන්නේ නැද්ද? මොකක් හරි කැඩි කැඩි ඇහෙන හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවද? සචිනි ඇහෙනවද? Hello?
Sir.
ඇහෙනව නේද මං කියන එක?
Yes, sir.
අහගෙන දින්නේ නැත්නම් නිකන් තේරුනේ නැහැ වගේද? කී කතන්දරේ. හරි අපි එකින් එක අහමුද බලන්න පොඩ්ඩක් ඉන්න මම අහන්නකෝ හරි.
තේරුන්නේ නැහැ.
ඒක තමයි. ඒක තේරුන්නේ නැත්නම් තේරුන්නේ නැහැ කියන්නේ. සුපර් කී කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? netmic සුපර් කී මේක බලන්න නැතුව නිකන් ඔයාගේ අයිඩියා එක කියන්නේ සුපර් කී කියන්නේ. yes netmic netoli
row එකක් identify කරන key එක.
row එකක් identify කරන key එකක්. row එකක් තෝරගන්න පුළුවන් super key එකක් තියෙනවා නම් ඒ super key එකෙන් row එක අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් මේ තියෙන එකේදී first name එකෙනොත් මේ row එක අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන්. netuli ඉන්න row එක. මේකෙනොත් පුළුවන් first name එකේ මේකේ last name එකෙනොත් පුළුවන් සේනානායක ඉන්න row එක. email එකෙනොත් පුළුවන්. student id එකෙනොත් පුළුවන්. ඔක්කොම super key. හැබැයි ඒකෙන් අවම වශයෙන් ඒකට අවශ්‍ය වෙන එක the minimal super key. අවම වශයෙන් student id එක තිබ්බනම් ඇති. student id එකෙන් අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකට කියනවා primary key කියලා. අවම වශයෙන්. super key එක අවම වශයෙන් තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම candidate key කියන්නේ primary key එකට සුදුසු keys. දැන් මෙතන නම් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් student id සුදුසුයි. first name අපිට හිතන්න පුළුවන් the first name can be repeated in future. last name can be repeated in future. Email cannot be repeated basically. Email is unique. So suitable keys for primary key are student ID and email. Those are called candidate keys. සුදුසු ඒවා. primary key එකක් වෙන්න සුදුසු ඒවා. candidate. ඒ සුදුස්සන්ගෙන් එක්කෙනෙක් තේරුණාට පස්සේ ඉතිරි වෙන අයට අපි කියනවා alternative කියලා. Now understood? Or still not? සුදුස්සන්ගෙන් කෙනෙක් තේරුණාට පස්සේ once you select the proper key for primary key, the remaining keys are called alternative keys. Okay, foreign key කියන්නේ primary key එකක් වෙන table එකක. ඒක ගන්න මේ table දෙක link කරන්න. To link these two tables we are using here student subject ID we have taken from subject table to link teacher table and subject table. So subject ID is there as subject in teacher table. Teacher ID is there as teacher in class table. Grade and category is there in student table to link that table. Those kind of keys are called foreign keys. මෙතනට යනකම් අපහැදිලි දේවල් තියෙනවා නම් මට චුට්ටක් කියන්න. Then I can explain this again, right? That's why I'm asking. Up to this, anything unclear? Come on, you have to tell, right? Netuli, anything unclear to you?
No,
Netuli?
sir.
Right. Sachini?
Sir.
Is anything unclear? Is there anything unclear or up to now is it okay?
No, sir.
Right.
Okay, sir.
Satira? Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay, then the next one. Compound key. Compound key කියන්නේ attribute දෙකකට වැඩි සම්බන්ධ වෙලා තියෙන්න ඕන. Basically, the compound key, see here, it's a very sensitive point, right? However, compound key is created using two or more primary keys from different tables are present as foreign keys within an entity, right? So basically here a compound key is created when two or more primary keys from different tables are present, right? So this is one special thing. So this is very special point. I missed that point here, so please let me add this. So this is very important thing. Compound key is created using two or more primary keys from different tables. When a table දෙකක primary keys set කරලා තමයි compound key එක හදන්නේ. So this is very important point. And composite key, right? Composite key, again, the same thing. Composite key, again, the same thing. So then what's the difference between compound and composite? So this is very sensitive point. What's the difference between compound and composite? Right? So basically in compound key, you can see, so compound key එකක් හැදෙන්නේ table දෙකක හෝ තුනක හෝ හතරක primary keys එකතු වෙලා තමයි compound key එකක් හැදෙන්නේ. But composite key, it can be just two fields. No need to be from two tables. No need to be from two tables. So what is this one? Is it a compound key or composite key? That's what I was asking. Netuli, is it compound or composite? Is grade primary key? Is category primary key of another table? Yes, compound.
Composite.
Yes, it's composite. Why? Those are not primary keys from some other tables. Those are not primary keys from some other tables. Naturally, since we don't have any other key, that's why we have selected this one as the composite keys, since we don't have any other choice. But these are not primary keys from some other table. So therefore, we call this as composite key. Compound key means, for an example, let's introduce a compound key. Okay, let's assume that you have marks table. Marks table. Then you can write subject ID and student ID and marks. subject ID, student ID, and mark. Now, these two keys together, these two keys together perform the primary, create the primary key. Subject ID is from subject table, student ID is from student table, and primary key of marks table is subject ID and student ID. Is this composite or compound? Satira, is it composite or compound?
Composite.
Sachini, what do you think?
Compound.
Compound. Yes, it's compound. Why? It is so. කොහෙන් හරි primary key set වෙලා නම් මේ තියෙන primary key එකක් මෙතනින් set වෙලා තියෙන primary key එකකිනුයි මෙතනින් student ID මේ primary key එකයි දෙකම එකතු වෙලා තමයි මේක හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ. එහෙම primary key එකතු වෙලා හැදිලා නම් we call that compound. So that is the special point that we have discussed. There is two or more primary keys from different tables. Two or more primary keys from different tables. And it is used to link this as a foreign key. එතන මේකේ primary key එක foreign key එක විදිහට තමයි මෙතනට යන්නේ. මේකේ primary key එක foreign key විදිහට තමයි මෙතනට යන්නේ. Then these two keys create the compound key. Compound එතකොට composite කියන්නේ එහෙම primary key නොවන අවස්ථාව. Composite. So why we need two keys as the primary keys? Please understand. Okay, let's say subject ID 1, student ID 1101 or 1102 got 80 marks. For the same subject, another student 1232 got 90 marks. For the same subject, another student got 76 marks. එතකොට subject එක එකයි මේක primary key එකක් වුණාට SID is the primary key, right? Even though SID is the primary key of subject table, when it comes to here, so it can be repeated. It can be repeated, right? It can be repeated. So here again the same thing. Another subject, same student 1221 got this marks. Another subject, same student, subject 3, same student got another mark. So here subject ID can also be repeated. Subject ID එකත් repeat වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට දැන් තනියෙන් ගත්තොත් primary key එකක් වෙනවද? If you take this alone, will it be a primary key? Sit me, will it be a primary key if you take this alone?
No, sir.
No, because why? The reason is primary key should be unique, not repeating, no? Understood? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Then again this one, student ID itself is repeating, so it is also not primary key. But together, if you take this together, right? If you take this together, these two, then it's unique. Here, one subject 1102 unique. Subject 1, this one. Then both together is unique. So then this is called the compound key. Right? This is foreign key. This is also a foreign key, but this is a compound key. Foreign key එකක් වෙන්නේ primary key එකක් හින්දා වෙන table එකක. Foreign key එකකුත් වෙනවා. දෙක එකතු වෙලා හැදෙන හින්දා compound key එකකුත් වෙනවා. සතිර දැන් පැහැදිලිද? Satira,
Oh, sir.
is it clear now? Right, okay. So please understand these are sensitive points, but theoretical, but anyway, you have to understand. So but this is composite. No link with some other tables, just two keys we are using to composite. But so especially when you don't have a key, you introduce a key. For an example, teacher. Teacher ගේ name එක unique වෙන්නේ නැති වෙයි, subject එක unique වෙන්නේ නැති වෙයි, telephone number එක unique වෙන්නේ නැති වෙයි කියලා හිතලා අපි we have introduced teacher ID, that is synthetic, artificial, then that is called surrogate key. These artificial keys are called surrogate keys, right? Here that's what an artificial key which aims to uniquely identify records in the called surrogate key. This kind of keys are unique because they are created when you don't have a natural primary key. Okay, now you can write down these three, right? Now you can write down these three. Please write in your note. I'll give this anyway, but please write down because this is very important. Right, now, so I think we did a lot of theories last days also. So last day also, and today let's do some more practicals to understand. So this interlinked table concept or the relations, right? So then more explanation is given. I'll give this note. I have just extracted this one, so I'll give this note to you, right? So example and what is the primary key and how to define the primary key, the example for that. And actually we have discussed this, but this is detailed note. I'll provide that, and here you can see the primary key is the selected one, and not selected ones like email, roll number, these are alternative keys. Even though this Tom, Nick, Dana, the first name is unique, even though last name like Price, Wright, Nathan, unique, we are not going to take those as candidate keys. Why? What's the reason? Satira, හේතුව මොකද්ද මේ දෙක primary ගන්නේ නැති වෙන්නේ? Sorry, candidate ගන්නේ නැති වෙන්න? Why those are not candidates? Primary key එක සුදුසු කට්ටියනේ candidate ගන්න. එහෙම නොවෙන්න හේතුව මොකද්ද මේ දෙක නොගන්න හේතුව? සතිර? Yes? Why first name not suitable? Why last name not suitable? Netuli?
primary keys නෙවෙයි.
Primary keys නෙවෙයි කොහොමද?
They can be repeated.
Yeah, that can be repeated, right? Primary keys නෙවෙයි කොහොමද primary keys නෙවෙයි. හැබැයි can be repeated, right? ඒ කියන්නේ මේ කොයි වෙලාවෙ repeat වෙන්න පුළුවන් first name එක. So assuming that we will pre-assume that, so this is not suitable key for primary key. Right? But email, you know, for one person, one email, or can have multiple emails, but the email belongs to only one person basically. So it's unique. Roll number and student ID is unique. This is the primary key, selected key. The remaining keys are all alternative keys. And foreign key also we discuss, and the compound key and the composite key here. These are the examples given. Compound key basically. So you can see the product ID, order number. Order number is taken from order table. Order number is taken from order table. Product ID is taken from product table. So together it is a composite key, but it is a composite compound key. Compound key, because those are primary keys individually. තනි-තනියෙන් ගත්තම primary keys වෙන tables වල. It compounded and created. Composite key, the other hand, you can see when you don't have any key, you can take the first name and last name together as a composite key. When you don't have any other key, you have to take first name, last name together as a composite key. So, and if you cannot take this as a composite key, you have to introduce new one as a surrogate key. මේ දෙකත් ගන්න බෑ වගේ නම් මේ දෙකත් repeat වෙයි කියලා හිතෙනවා නම් we can introduce a new key, that is a surrogate key. එතකොට අපිට දාන්න පුළුවන් ඕන ID කියලා අලුත් key එකක් introduce කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඕන වෙලාවක primary key එකට සුදුසු කෙනෙක් නැත්නම් අපි surrogate key එකක් දාගන්න. Right? Primary key එකට සුදුසු කෙනෙක් නැත්නම් composite කළත් බැරි නම් අපි surrogate key එකක් දාගන්න. Okay, so then so this is the summary. Actually, this is what we learned as in the keys. So you have to remember, and very important point, there are two more theories to learn under this chapter. One is ER diagram and double ER diagrams. So we will learn that in future. ඒක අපි ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕන මේ පාඩමේ යටතේ. Entity relationship diagram and extended entity relationship diagrams, EER and ER diagrams. And another thing, we have to learn about normalization, right? And small theory part about the different type of databases like flat file model, the network, object-oriented database, object relational database, likewise. So those are the remaining theories, types, Just for your knowledge, type of databases. And the second one is about normalization. And third is about ER and ER. These are the theoretical lessons to be covered under this chapter. And we have discussed one of the most important chapter previously. So that is basically PHP, HTML, and CSS with web hosting and related concepts like internet and email. So that is one of the most important chapters. If you miss that, don't worry. So you have to come to the 2022 class. We will cover it there, right? That is in 2022 class, yet to be covered. So because 2022 class, we have only covered 2 lessons, which is number system, and now we are doing logic gates. So all other topics will be covered in 2022 class in near future. Right. The next important thing is, so in your syllabus, please give priorities to these lessons: software engineering and Python, because you will get closer to 25 marks. 1/4 of the content, 1/4 will be covered through software engineering, Python, and then web, so internet and World Wide Web. Next important thing, closer to 20 marks is there. Then databases. So it's like you'll get 12 to 20 marks. 12 to 20 marks. So maximum can go like 20. That is from databases. And the next important thing is networking. It's closer to 15. So you can say 10 to 15, but closer to 15 marks. Then the number systems and logic gates. Again, closer to 15 marks. So altogether, if you add, let's take the minimum 20 plus, like let's say 20 plus 20, 40 plus 15, 55 plus then again 30, 55 plus 30, altogether it's like 85. Closer to 85 marks are in these lessons. So then you have operating systems and IoT, and additional concepts like new trends of ICT and some more theoretical parts. So for those, there's only 15 marks. Right? Here, SC and Python, practical lesson, www, internet, including HTML, PHP, practical lesson, databases, practical lesson, logic gates, about maths and logics, networking is also practical lessons, but most of the schools is done as a theory lesson. But it's also a practical lesson. Practically, we should know how to configure and connect networks, and we have to experience networks. So that means your syllabus is like more than 60% of your syllabus is practicals. So no need to actually study this, no need to buy hard the syllabus. හටපාඩම් කරගන්න ඕනේ. මේ ටික හරියට plan කරලා ගියොත්, හරියට practicals ටික කරොත්, I'm really sure you will definitely get A pass for this subject. And if your aim is not to get A pass, then it's okay to not to do practicals. You just come to the class, just look at what I am doing. Then you will end up with a C pass. But if you can do the practical, you will definitely go for A pass. Not even B, you will definitely go for A pass in the practical. Okay, let's move now. And since we have connected, we have created the tables. These are the tables: class table, subject table, student table, and teacher table. And we have created the foreign keys. And so do we have data in each table? Teacher table, yes, we have 2 teachers. And let's go to the database. And what about table student? Yes, we have 2 students there. Let's go back. What about subjects? We have more subjects there, right? That's right. So what about, yes, what about the class table? Oh, no classes are there. So you have to insert some data to the class table too. So let's insert. And before insert, you should know the grade and category and the location. So this is again, you can remember. So how we have created the links to these tables here. In student, you can see the grade and category, and the class grade and category should be included. Teacher ID should go to the teacher table. And let's say, let's insert. Insert to the class table. Class table is basically, it's independent, right? It's depend on teacher. It's depend on the teacher. It's not independent. Depend on the teacher. So you have to use existing teacher IDs. Let's go to the database and existing teacher IDs. You have your 1 and 2 teacher ID 1, 2 are available. You have to use those. So let's insert. You can do the same thing. Please insert to the class table and let's insert the teacher ID. The first I'm going to insert teacher ID 1, again teacher ID 1 here. Grade, let's say grade 11. And this is 11A. Grade 10, let's say 10B. Location, you can give anything, let's say location, let's give okay, building 1 is the